United USA. So some more information, some things that you do know, some things that you don't. Definitely take a look and listen.
The FBI is executing a search warrant right now at the Northport home of Brian Laundrie, who is a person of interest in the Gabby Petito case. Investigators believe they found Gabby's body yesterday in a national park in Wyoming. Fox 13's Kimberly Quizan joins us now live outside the home in Northport. Tell us what you've been seeing all morning, Kim.
Yeah, Linda, well, as you said right there, we have seen those FBI agents going into the home. That is the home of Brian Laundrie and his parents. I want to go ahead and show you right here, too. There is a black minivan. We know at one point Brian Laundrie's father and mother, Christopher and Roberta, were taken out of the house and put into this black van. Now, neighbors have told us that they have since been brought back into the house. Now, all of this happened just a few hours ago as the FBI's office in Tampa sent out a tweet saying a court-authorized search warrant was issued for the Laundrie home. Now, this comes more than 12 hours after the FBI's Denver office announced they had found human remains fitting the description of Gabby Petito at the Grand Teton National Park. The FBI at that point asked everyone to keep Gabby's family in their thoughts and prayers as her family had time to process and mourn their discovery. Now, this morning, Northport police announced the search at the Carlton Reserve spanning more than 250,000 acres had been finished. They said at this point, it appears that they've exhausted all avenues of searching there, and they were moving on to other locations. Now, the search started after Brian's family called investigators on Friday to report him missing. They told investigators he left on Tuesday with a backpack saying he was headed out to the Carlton Reserve. We know at some point a car that Brian's parents said was his was found at the park, but his parents then brought it back home here to their Northport address that we are live out of. Of course, the search for Brian Laundrie at this point is not complete. He would hold the key to many of the answers that investigators are looking for. And at this point in time, to our knowledge, Brian Laundrie is still a person of interest in the missing persons case for Gabby Petito. But this case is evolving, as you can see right here. Another thing that I want to point out, there's yellow crime scene police tape that surrounds the house now. That tape is brand new, and we did pull up today, and Northport police officers told us that this was an active crime scene that has not been confirmed, but that was what they said to us when we were getting out of the car and preparing to come up here to the house. Linda, back to you.
So have we heard anything from Northport police officially today, Kim?
Yeah, we haven't heard anything from Northport police officially as far as sound goes. Now, they did say, as I said earlier, that they had called off the search at Carlton Reserve because at this point in time, they had 50-plus officers out there searching from 5 different agencies over the last couple of days, and they do believe that they had exhausted all their search efforts out there. There could be additional things going on right now that we don't know about, and that could be why the FBI is out here. And, of course, Linda, we will get you all that information as soon as we have it.
So, I mean, the focus is on finding Brian Laundrie. So I'm curious, when is the last time that we know of on record he was seen? And then can you touch on, and you probably don't have the answer to this, but when the parents brought the car back, we've heard there was a note found. Do we have any idea what was on that note?
Yeah, so I did reach out to the Northport Police Department. They will not confirm that that note was found. It very well could have just been a tow notice. That's something that Fox News had also been reporting, just that the car had been out there at that reserve, and it probably shouldn't have been out there for that long. Linda, repeat your first question there, too, also.
Sure. When is the last time we know Brian was actually seen?
So what we know is what the parents told Northport investigators, and that's that they saw him last on Tuesday, again with that backpack, telling them that they were going out to the reserve. Of course, this is all based on their word and just what they are telling investigators as they reported him missing on Friday.
And, okay, they're home now.
The outcry has been consistent. From Florida to Utah to Wyoming, people have been calling on Brian Laundrie to help find Gabby Petito. Fox 13's Max Roth joins us in studio after speaking with a man who says Laundrie was right to stay quiet. Max.
Yeah, Bob, we got the perspective of a criminal defense attorney, Utah attorney Jesse Nix, for our in-depth segment on Live at Noon. Now, Nix acknowledges many ways Laundrie did not make himself look good or help himself, but Nix says Laundrie's silence is not one of those ways.
The one thing that Brian is doing right is that he has not spoken to police. And I know that just sounds crazy, but when a client meets with me, Right?
It sounds more guilty than crazy.
Of course it does, but that's because we're on the news talking about this issue.
On the news and almost everywhere else, the moral imperative is clear. If a person is missing, find them. If a crime was committed, solve it.
And that is definitely understandable in the court of public opinion. But in the court of law, there are rules.
Nix makes no bones about it. The Bill of Rights protects the accused and constrains police and prosecutors. The Fifth Amendment saying no person shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself.
If that person came into my office, I would ask very specific questions. The most important is there anything incriminating in this case? Because if Brian had anything to do with Gabby's disappearance or ultimately death, then that means that he should not sit for a law enforcement interview.
Nix thinks Laundrie's biggest potential problem is the calendar. August 25th, Gabby Petito stops calling home. September 1st, Laundrie shows up in Florida alone. September 11th, Petito's mother reports her missing. To Nix, it all looks bad.
Yeah, well, it definitely doesn't look good. Red flag indeed, red flag. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for more videos.